How's it going, everyone? College Lefty, and in this video we're going to be going over the brand new patch that was just released in MLB The Show 21 today, as well as the brand new content that just came out a couple of hours ago. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Here we have some changes to the range and sensitivity of the PCI to be able to reach the corners of the zone, and this will be most notable on Hall of Fame or Legend difficulty. So with that being said, I don't think this is going to change the meta all that much. I think because they made pinpoint pitching a little bit tougher as well, I think it emphasizes the control attribute a little bit more, as well as it's important to have increased hits in K per 9. But because you're able to reach the corners of the strike zone, I don't think it will affect the meta of the game too much. I still think people will be able to figure out how to use pinpoint pitching effectively. I know it mentions that it will be most noticeable on Hall of Fame and Legend, but if the PCI does extend to those corners, I think it makes it a little bit more difficult to pitch on All-Star, if that makes sense. At the same time, though, the PCI doesn't only extend down to the corners a little bit more, it extends directly left, down, right, and up. It extends in all four areas of the strike zone, and it will also reach, of course, the corner. So the PCI kind of extends a little bit further, and depending on how that plays, I have not played the patch yet, but I really don't think it will change the meta all that much. The pitches on the corners are still going to be the most effective. Control pitchers are still going to be usable on the harder difficulties, and outlier is going to be almost a necessity on All-Star because you're now able to extend that PCI a little bit more. So I don't think the meta will change a whole lot. Obviously, sinker cutters and good off speed with good break are what you're looking for, and that is the meta of the game. But to take it a step further, we got some content as well that was released. We have Double XP that will end October 15th at 11 a.m. They also mentioned right around 11 a.m. So it might be a little bit before, might be a little after. We also have a brand new September monthly awards program featuring Tyler O'Neill and a bunch of other great players, 96, 97s, 98 overalls, leading up to the boss in Tyler O'Neill. We got a brand new event. Here are the event restrictions. It is on All-Star difficulty. You can use a max team overall of 99. Pretty much any players you want from the AL, NL wildcard teams, right? The Yankees, the Red Sox, the Cardinals, and the Dodgers. Definitely some solid players from those teams. Of course, you can use legends and flashbacks and all kinds of stuff. Live series players as well. These events are pretty fun, and the rewards for this event are also pretty good. We have a couple of variety packs. We see some headliners, Ballin' is a Habit. We also have some special packs that they've added in the store over the course of the year, right? The Field of Dreams, the All-Star Game pack, the Home Run Derby pack. We haven't seen the Space pack in a while, and those cards have fluctuated in price significantly, but this postseason event looks pretty good. Obviously, we have Rickey Henderson as the featured card there. We also have Bert Blyleven, a uniforms event pack. That's a rewind pack. A lot of those uniforms were going for like 75,000 stubs, and there wasn't even one up to buy now. You had to put up a buy order, and hopefully someone would sell it to you. For example, that Miami Marlins flashback uniform. You can now get a few of those uniforms from previous events. I think that's kind of cool. I know the Detroit Tigers uniforms dropped in price. We have Bert Blyleven. We have Anthony Rendon, an All-Star Game pack. Then we got the Athletics throwback uniform there. And, of course, Rickey Henderson, 99 overall. We'll go over all the attributes in this video. A lot of solid packs here to finish off this event. 28 wins required for these three players. And then as you kind of earn, 5 wins or so after that, you're able to unlock a reward every now and then. But pretty solid overall event. I was hoping to see Jimmy Fox, but Rickey Henderson, a different athletic, definitely an end game left fielder. He will have diamond defense as well. That's pretty cool. They gave him some different attributes because it is a stolen base milestone card. We see him there holding the stolen base, and I can't believe he stole 930-something bags. That's absolutely insane. But we're going to go ahead and walk you through the player attributes right here. You probably have already seen this because it's been out for a little bit. But Bert Blyleven with a curveball, fastball, 12-6 curve, changeup, and a sinker. This is not a card that I would look to use there are a lot of other options, but if you need a Signature Series card and you're looking to play the event anyway, then you can at least earn that player, potentially lock him in for a collection, or just sell him on the market, because a lot of these cards will be going for a pretty good price. I mean, I'm expecting a Finest program. These Finest cards could fluctuate a little bit from years past. But we have Anthony Rendon, Finest from 2019, I want to say. Definitely a solid card all around. Rickey Henderson, by far the best one. Maxed out speed, of course. Stealing, base running aggressiveness, all that stuff. Reaction will max out at 99, and fielding will get up to that 90 threshold after a couple parallels and max out at 92. We also have an 85 power hitting Rickey Henderson, parallel 5, batting from the right side. He does have a great no doubt animation as well. But we're going to go ahead and talk about the Player of the Month cards. Not too many players I know about, only a few. A couple I can add to the Tigers team, or at least one in general. But a couple good relief pitchers here to start us off. Not bad at all. This guy has an interesting pitch mix, throws pretty hard, doesn't have the outlier quirk, and only 3 pitches, but might be effective. I've heard that this dude has a sidearm motion, kind of a deceptive pitcher that a lot of people like to use in BR. I have no idea who that player is. But now that it's the postseason baseball, I'll be looking to watch as many games as possible. Austin Hayes, Player of the Month for September. Decent card. A little bit low contact versus right, so not somebody I would typically use. But decent card. Ian Happ, definitely looking solid. If you parallel this card up to where he has over 100 contact, I think he'll be a lot better. Lower vision, decent utility fielder with okay speed, not bad at all. Ranger Suarez, we have a couple of Suarez players in this program. Not a terrible card, but not somebody I would use either. 97 overall lefty with a sinker. I'd probably rather use Al Leiter for sure, or John Lester even, if you're looking for more of a budget choice. But if you need a free pitcher, a lot of these cards can be usable, especially if you're playing in the lower divisions, starting off ranked seasons for the first time, or if you just got the game. But this Eugenio Suarez is probably the best card in this program, including the Lightning player. I think because he does have the active quirks, he does have a couple at least. The vision is a little bit lower, but because now you can reach the PCI to the corners, I think vision will still be important, but maybe not as important as it was when the PCI did not extend to the corner of the zone. I wouldn't use that card on Hall of Fame or Legend, maybe All-Star, but Lourdes Gurriel Jr., definitely a solid card. Utility player. He doesn't have as high of a contact attribute against right as I thought he would, but definitely a solid player. Then we have Tyler O'Neill. Great card all around. This isn't a player that I'm looking to try out in the outfield. I probably won't even grind this program because I'm surprised that there's not a collection reward for these monthly award players. Maybe they'll release one, but if they don't, I'm definitely not grinding the Player of the Month content. I don't have the time to. I probably would if I had the time. But the players, I probably wouldn't use that much either. So with that said, I'll try and make it into the World Series to unlock Lou Gehrig. I might put up a buy order for Billy Wagner. I'll try and play the event as well to get that Rickey Henderson. And I'm mainly going to focus my time on playing online opponents rather than playing against the CPU, grinding those missions, grinding those moments, and locking in those Tops Now players, because I don't have a lot of those guys either. But that's going to do it for this video. I'm College Lefty. Hopefully you enjoyed the brand new patch. Hopefully the game's playing well. I know there might be a couple bugs or glitches going on. They'll probably be fixed within the next 48 hours. But I'm College Lefty, and peace out.